Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are starting Durham harvest. I wasn't able to really record anything earlier. We were just so busy. We had finished looking over the header, making sure all 5 gearboxes on the header were all good to go. So I hadn't ran it yet, and then when we did run it, this roller bearing on the side canvas was bad, so we replaced that, and also the roller bearing where the two canvases meet. But it's going good. The Durum looks pretty nice out here. Take a look in the hopper. Come quite a ways. We're maybe halfway done with this field now. And since we got everything put together, it's been going good. It is nice being able to use auto steer again. With the barley, you know, you're going around curves with the swather, and so you just aren't able to use it. But here we're able to use it again, which is, I'm sure, nice for the grain cart driver as well. Those of you who have never raised durum wheat before, I got a sample for you. Looks a lot like other wheats. The main wheat in our area is spring wheat. Durum wheat is lighter in color, and the kernel is also bigger. Another difference is it's also taller. We've raised varieties before, they'll reach up to 5 feet tall. It can be a lot of straw to deal with, but I guess that'd be good if you baled it. However, we don't bale it. It gets turned into semolina flour though, which in turn gets made into noodles and pasta. So when you're eating spaghetti, now you can say it's made of durum wheat. I think what really ended up putting the nail in the coffin with spring wheat for us was the last year we raised it, we had falling number issues, had a lot of rain on it after it was ripe. Ended up having falling numbers in the 250s. And on top of that, you know, the elevator, local elevator, if you haul it there, you know, they, like Durum, they nickel and dime you to death with the protein and the test weight and the falling numbers and the shrink and the drying charges if you haul it in wet. And even though it yielded almost 90 that year, it just, at the end of the day, wasn't economically viable. Where Durum, that same year, we didn't have any issues with the falling numbers. And the protein, where the base protein for spring wheat is 14, for Durum it's 13 before you start getting discounted. It just seemed like we were and still are able to raise better quality Durum than spring wheat. And so we've stuck with it now, only spring wheat. I think or only Durum. This is the 3rd year. And I think we're going to continue to stick with it. Although the margins have narrowed, spring wheat is getting closer to Durum in terms of price, which, you know, being able to haul it locally is nice. You don't have to bin it all. But until it really gets closer, just worth a lot more, I think we just end up sticking with Durum. It all makes sense though from the consumer's perspective. You want your bread to taste the same from year to year, and your noodles to taste the same from year to year, so I guess that's why standards are important. But I think that's a big reason why we see a lot more corn and soybeans in this area, is there's just not the quality doesn't matter as much, because most of it is used for animal feed and for products outside of human consumption. So getting close to finishing up here now though, so then we'll be bringing the combines home and getting the trucks dumped and preparing for the next field, but that might be a couple days. And just like that, field number 1 is done. So I'll see you guys when we get back to the yard and start unloading some trucks. I was thinking we might have to wait around for a truck to come, but I guess we fit it in there, so that's nice. Well, we do have a chance of rain, but it's a low one, so instead of putting the hopper extensions down and taking the header off, I think we'll just open up these covers under here. If you don't open them up, those things get packed solid, and you got to sit there with a screwdriver and take, 10 kernels of grain out at a time before it'll release and the rest of it can come out. So we'll do it now. Well, they're getting that truck dump down there. I'm gonna go run and see. We got Durham right on this side of the farm. Go see how close that is. I'm sure it's a few days away. We seeded that first field of Durum and then switched to all the barley, and then went back to the Durum. So there will be a little bit of a gap there. At least there was spraying fungicide. We'll see how close it is. I pulled a few heads out of here. Some got some crunch and some are a little chewy. You can see how tall it is. Spring wheat would be about down here. So it's got a little bit of a height advantage or disadvantage because of lodging on spring wheat. A few more days though, and this will be ready as well. Then we can hopefully just keep going on all the rest of the Durum. But one more rain really could have made this Durum crop phenomenal. Same with the barley. Seems to be common saying that almost every year. One more rain could have really helped, but there's always dry parts in the year. It just so happened that this was when it was filling. So I guess we'll see how it turns out when we harvest it, but so far the first field was all right, and I'll take that. Well, we're back out here at the field again, but it's just to pick up the last vehicle. So I think that's going to be it for me for today. If you liked the video, make sure you leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and if you want to see more, make sure you have the notification bell on. So see you later.